How to make Irish soda bread. In a big bowl, you're gonna add 4 cups of flour. We also added 1.5 tablespoons of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 4 tablespoons of sugar. You're gonna whisk it all together. In a different bowl, you're gonna add cold buttermilk. You're gonna add 1 2/3 cup of buttermilk. Then a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then a tablespoon of orange zest, and 1 egg. Then you're going to whisk it all together. Then you're going to add 4 tablespoons of cold butter. We went ahead and cut it into smaller squares just to easily be able to mix it up. And it's easier to mix up all the ingredients with your hands. It just is easier to kind of dissolve and make into smaller little crumbs. After you fully mix the butter within the flour, we're going to add our wet ingredients. You can use a rubber spatula to blend all the ingredients together. And then you're going to measure a cup of dried berries. We like to use here raisins, cranberries, golden raisins, and even currants, just to give it more variety in the taste because it adds a lot of flavor, but you can simplify it down to just raisins. Now it's time to knead the dough. So you're going to add flour to your table so doesn't stick to the table. To get all of it out and make sure it all is on the table. Now it's time to knead the table. Just kind of try to fold it multiple times just so it becomes more consistent in texture and everything starts to kind of mold together. Kind of just play with it like Play-Doh. It's also helpful to use a bench knife or a metal scraper like this one just to move the dough around more easily. Now we like to give the dough a little bit of design, so we just kind of cut it in half just slightly just to give it that X mark so when it bakes it has a beautiful design to it. Just try not to break it once you move it to the pan. You can use a traditional baking sheet or a cast iron dish. And stick it in the oven for 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Set it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Just keep checking it until it becomes golden brown like this. You can just see how beautiful it's turned. And it's best served with more butter on top. And you can add even jelly. It's very delicious. And make yourself a cup of coffee. And I hope you enjoyed this bread as much as we did.